Welcome, everybody. How's it going, Chris?
Oh man, I love that 70s version of our theme song. It puts you in the mood. It's good. It's a decent bedroom tune, and I will say the 93-second runtime is just about perfect. It doesn't.
I'm never gonna listen to it the same way again.
Right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Blabbin Bout Slabbin.
I gotta get plugged in.
It's Chris and Jeff this week. I'm glad to be back. I understand our great friend Short Print Today filled in admirably last week on SSP Thursday, despite him getting a couple digs in at me during the show. But
I think it's to be expected. Anytime one of us isn't here, Jeff, I think we're fair game for the people that are, for sure.
True.
Yeah, Jake did a great job. SSPs are his comfort zone. And we capped it at 2 hours, 20 minutes. And I think he had energy to spare. He had another half hour in him easy.
It was a long show. Yeah. I was at a school event and I was able to even tune in between, and you guys were still rolling. So
yeah. I mean, we were going to go until my bladder gave out.
That's usually the time when the chicken chunks are calling.
Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. We got some fun comments in here. For the game, Paul Macheri, welcome. Hey, Scotty B, thanks for joining. We need to get some spitballing music, I think, as well.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can get something done.
Get some spitballing. Jeffrey, yeah, I heard there was a little Norm Macdonald slander going on.
Don't worry, that wasn't Jeff. Jeff has much better taste. Jake is the one that did not like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. Yes, but thanks, Jake, for filling in. Glad to be there. Oh, look, Filmington's here. Oh, we could almost have a spitballing conversation.
Yeah, right? A little spitballing reunion here.
Yeah. Before we get too far, I do want to show off our card that we purchased, because if you guys didn't get to see the video Chris and I put up, we spent a very stressful, sweaty week trying to raise money to get our Grail card, and we finally did. And here's this beauty.
Woo.
So if you didn't check out our video how we managed to get our Grail card, please do that. It's on there.
And I will say that Jeff and I both had more dark hair the week before we picked that card up.
Yeah, it was a stress that I don't recommend, but in the end, it was worth it. It was exhilarating, and we got our card. So
yes.
So
and there's even we have it documented so that our wives can't say that we just spent that money out of our joint checking accounts. We paid for the card ourselves.
Yeah, we had to give up a lot of cards that we liked and didn't think we'd be getting rid of anytime soon. So yeah, that was good. So thanks everybody for the comments and the positive feedback. I think we got a question. Cracking, terrifying. It would be terrifying. I don't think we're quite ready for that sweat yet. I had a couple of people asking about it since I didn't show the back. I want to show the back here. The back, you can see the centering is a little worse than the front, the top to bottom centering. So the 9 is probably justified right where it is. It'd be nice to get in a PSA 9, but as we're talking about, Chris, that's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. To attempt to cross that over right now would be $8.99 with PSA plus shipping there, or if we could wait till we drop it off, insured shipping back. I mean, it'd be close to $1,000.
$1,000 to get it from a BGS 9 to a PSA 9.
That's a bit much. John, go ahead. John and Dad Sports Cards. If you check out our video, it was an even $15K in cash. It ran us 7 of our favorite PC cards, more specifically.
Yes, so you'll see exactly how we got there if you check that out.
Bazooka Tom with a great question, Jeff. We it was getting dicey on that Friday.
Yeah, this question came up a couple times in the chat too. If we were worried that they were going to back out of the deal, the other party, what happened if they backed out of the deal and we show up with those envelopes and no cards? Thankfully, that didn't happen.
That would have been that was worst case scenario.
Yes,
because I think we would probably not have been able to get most of those cards back.
No.
But yeah, we were comfortable. I would say by Friday afternoon, we were at least at the point, Jeff, where if we had to pull some cash out to get us, I think we were at like 12 and change in sold proceeds. So if we had to pull out like $2,500 to get to 15, we felt pretty comfortable we could sell.
Yeah, I also had
and get there.
the fallback plan in my back pocket too, just to cash out if needed at Burbank, because they do buy.
Yeah,
so we probably wouldn't have got what we could have gotten on the open market, but if we needed cash immediately, we could have got that.
Yeah. 308 Sniper actually saw. Yeah, so I have this card listed on my slabs right now. I get with this blue Otani in, it just felt like now we have a lot of Otani. So it's almost maybe good to diversify. If we could turn that stadium club into like a nice bets or something.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't, you never want to turn away profit if you. Anyway.
Yeah. So I appreciate all the questions and feedback and support that we've gotten from everybody about trying to figure it out. It's by far the biggest deal we've made, and we've done consolidation. We've talked about it a lot on a much smaller scale, but we had the chance to do this on a bigger scale and decided to give it a shot.
Yeah, I rescheduled. I had a physical with my doctor. I rescheduled it to give my body like another month to sort of just settle down. My blood pressure has to come down. It's
that's a good thought. I've got my annual physical coming up next week, and I wonder if the blood pressure is still going to be high from that.
You might want to push that back.
Maybe. So a lot of other things to talk about though tonight, Chris.
Yes.
We're halfway through September. We're almost done with the regular season in baseball.
Yeah. Hey, Matthew Hammond, thanks for joining us. I think Jeff got a couple of your cards back from PSA. I don't know if those are yours or Dustin's, but some of those came back. Sorry.
Yeah, we had our last submission. The grader was not in too good of a mood.
No. Curator of Cardboard, I'm glad you could feel that because it was palpable for us. But yeah, so tonight we really want to talk about Bowman Chrome. A lot of it's getting ripped. There's some stuff on eBay already. A lot of the image variations have shown up. Some of the autos have shown up. So Jeff, should we do that first or should we do some Instagram shout outs? What do you think?
Let's we got a question from Filmington.
I usually do postpone it. It's usually scheduled for right around now. I'm not specifically saying that's why I'm going to postpone it, but it is going to get pushed back for sure.
Till about 2027.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, definitely another couple weeks.
I'm sure. Let's jump right into Bowman. Forbidden Donuts says there's some nice skeins out there already. I'm sure Filmington's opened up his cases of Bowman.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's just drinking coffee and ripping some Bowman wax. Yeah. We're gonna start with right out of the chute. I think we have to address the insane eBay sale of the week, Jeff.
Okay, yeah, right. And this corresponds nicely with the Spitballin' Cards video that went up earlier this week, in which our Bowman expert Filmington talked about some of the pitfalls that can happen with buying Bowman and some of the young prospects that we don't know a lot about. But that didn't deter some buyers from just jumping headfirst into this class, right?
Yes, the number one prospect in this product is Leo DeVries or DeVries from the San Diego Padres. He is all of 17 years old. And I mean, he's sky's the limit. But you know what's the floor here? Like something well underground.
Yes.
Wide range of outcomes here, but a lot of potential. So people are going a little bit crazy for Leo DeVries. And a mini diamond refractor, numbered out of 100, of his first Bowman Chrome auto, sold today. And we're going to pull this up.
Yeah, you want to pull it up on the...
Yep, I got it right
showing
now.
Up on your... There you go.
There we go. That's not a typo.
No.
That is $2,500 US. I'm glad the 130 point adds the currency there because I was 100% convinced that was something else. That's $2,500 for a 17-year-old international signing.
Well, that sounds vaguely familiar, Chris. Wasn't there a young international signing last year?
There was same team even. But before we even compare him to that, this isn't even the gold or the orange or a blue or a true. It's a mini diamond out of 100. Like this is the definition of insanity to me.
Yep. But there's some other sales as well of his that
yes,
weren't exactly cheap.
No, they weren't. So let's pull these up real quick. Two of his refractors. So these just look really nice. Numbered out of $4.99, your base refractor. $550. Right out of the chute.
That's a lot of money. And they're going to be more hitting the market. But SFO Sox fan brings up the question we all want to know. How much are Ethan Salas cards discounted after this year's meh showing? And that's probably being kind, right?
That is the question at SFO Sox fan, because there's that he and DeVries are so similar, right? They're both 17. They're both in Bowman Chrome, and they're both minor leaguers for the Padres.
Yeah.
And they're both international signings, highly touted. So last year, this whole product was all based on Ethan Salas. Ethan Salas this, Ethan Salas that. And so as luck would have it, Jeff, a couple of his refractor autos have also sold very recently. So we can contrast and compare. So right now, DeVries, $550. Ethan Salas, raw for 157, PSA 10 for 228, and a 9 for 128.
Wow.
So just guys, please be careful out there. We don't know what these kids are going to turn into.
Yeah, and again, I urge you, check out our spitballing video. Phil made an outstanding PowerPoint talking about these international signings and how it's hard to take seriously their success at their current levels. So please check that out if you're thinking of dipping into this international class, which is primarily what this Bowman product is, this Bowman Chrome product.
Yeah. I mean, this is just I don't usually I don't know. When I saw that $2,500 sale, I got anxiety about the hobby in general. That buyer, I'm assuming that wasn't his last $2,500, his or her last $2,500. But
maybe it's a mom or something.
But goodness gracious! For another comparison, Jackson Churio's first Bowman Chrome gold refractor in a PSA 10 just sold on eBay for $5,600. So spend twice the money, a little bit more than twice the money, and get a guy who's a 20-year-old 2020 rookie. I mean, God, and please stay away from mini diamonds in general. Yeah.
Well, I mean, card deal, exactly right. This is what you should do. So if you're a big DeVries believer, wait till next year at this time and see what you can get him for.
SFO Sox fan, A+ Simpsons reference right here. You don't make friends with Salas. Also worth noting, take a real good look at Ethan Salas's minor league numbers before you even jump into that pool. It hasn't been great, but he's still a teenager. So, I mean, anything is possible. If you believe in him, he's a catcher. If you believe in him long-term, you're right. This is a pretty good time by comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Curator of Cardboard, it wouldn't be difficult to come up with a better way to spend that $2,500. At all. For example, I think a PSA 10 of, I know it's a base, but Mookie's base first Bowman Chrome auto is under $2,000.
Yep, sure is.
He's accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah, and in the chat, I know BFG is saying Sal's 18, card deal as well. Yeah, a lot of time to develop. Agreed completely. I'm not saying by any means that he's a bust, but at the prices he came out last year, I would say he's a bust. So I feel like, even if you're excited about someone, give it a little chance. They are kids. They're 17, playing against poor competition. Now they're starting to rise up the ranks, and it's gonna take some time to adjust. Yeah.
I mean, but this when the product comes out, it's the absolute worst time to buy.
Yeah,
for sure.
And Filmington's chiming in with some marriage advice here. Use a joint checking account for high-end Bowman Chrome DeVries purchases. I believe Phil also works as a high-end divorce attorney, so he might be trying to build up his clientele there.
I think he's one of those couples therapists / divorce attorneys.
There you go. Yep.
So he's got his hands in a lot of pockets.
Yep. Yep, Donut, you're right. There's in fact, of the cards that Chris and I really hated to part with last week in order to get that Otani, the majority of them were right at around that price range.
That's right. In fact, the last Aaron Judge bat Under Armour PSA 9 went for pretty much exactly right here. I think it was like $2,600. So yeah. Jiminy Jillikers. You know,
or if you're really going to spend wisely, yes, you could get a Jeff and Chris dual auto, maybe two of them on our tag card.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. No stickers either.
So Trapper says, this is why I wait until Bowman draft. Much easier to project value versus 16, 17-year-olds, especially international guys, right? Although that's extremely high variance. Yeah, and it was nice having Phil break down the difference between the Bowman products, and this one is primarily an international signings. So yeah, it's another reason for me to stay away besides the high sticker price.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Tap to try. Yeah, but one thing that is of interest to me in the set are the Bowman Chrome image variations, like the rookie variations. I really like. On a day like today, a lot of them started popping up for sale. So I like to look at those and sorry, this is funny. The Fry Institute level decision here. Yeah, can't argue with it. But yeah, I like to look at the image variation, and then there are some image variation rookie autos in the set too, Jeff, numbered out of 25. These cards are really cool.
And have some of those popped yet?
One of them.
Okay.
One of them popped. Give me a second. Yeah, they're numbered out of 25. So even the amount of this stuff that gets ripped, it will take a while.
Pretty rare, right? Even
for some of these to show up.
Day 1, day 2.
Yeah. All right, hold on. So many tabs. There it is. Okay. So yeah, we have talked ad nauseum about that terrible Topps Chrome image variation of Jason Dominguez.
Yeah.
This is his so Bowman Chrome, he's got a rookie image variation. And here's the auto of it.
All right. Well, he kind of looks like the Dark Knight here, complete with natural body armor.
Dude, he looks like he could bench press a mountain.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they chose this. Between his chest and his ears, I'm not sure what stands out the most on this card. But
he does have
cool
sunglasses, so that covers his eyes, which was the focal point, you might say, of his last card.
Very true. Yes, I saw that. You can hear it like the oh god, what was the redhead's name from CSI Miami?
David Caruso.
David Caruso. You can see him, sunglasses on, like wow in the background. Yeah.
This is another good point. It looks like every SWAT member in 90s action movie here. Yeah, he's heading to the Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, though. This is one of those cards that, like, I first saw it. I'm like, that's nothing. That's not that special. But the more I look at it, I'm like, it's pretty cool.
It's growing on you.
Yeah. It's good gym motivation, too.
Yeah, he's he's spent some time in there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it definitely, certainly looks like it. All right, thecarddeal.com brings up an insert set from this product called My First Bowman Card. And have you seen any of these, Jeff?
I've not. I was just reading his comment.
Oh man. I know there are going to be people out there that love these. I'm not going to be one of them.
So is it's veterans holding their first Bowman card?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let me pull
if
one
they're
up.
autoed, that could be pretty cool.
Oh, Jeff. Hold on. Here we go.
Savo Sox fan saying a lot for this card to mean a lot to Chris with 0 glutes showing up on there.
That's a good point. But so here we go. This is Evan Carter's My First Bowman, and you can see in the corner here he is holding up his first Bowman.
Okay,
and it is autographed.
Not how I pictured it. And sticker auto, nah. No,
sticker auto.
Hard pass on this.
Yeah, I don't know if they're all sticker autos.
Probably.
But that, and maybe just because it's Evan Carter and he had, like, I don't know, the worst rookie season of any of the touted rookies.
No, I was picturing something different. I guess I almost thought picturing like a Christian Yelich or something. Looking at his card, she see him looking at his card. Vertical's a better card. Okay. Yeah,
I'm pulling up a vertical. Hold on.
Mini Diamond Mookie. Cool. of this particular thing, and it's vertical.
So that's the Mookie.
Okay.
That looks better.
It does look better. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't hate it. I don't hate. The more I look at them, the less I hate them. But the sticker autos are obviously that's a deal breaker for us.
I kind of, Bazooka makes a good point. I was picturing the card being a little more prominent, and I kind of was hoping it'd be like the player looking at the card. So you'd get like I don't know, kind of a profile reacting to their card. Juan Soto will be like, "Who's that on there?" I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh. Sticker autos. Yeah. So I'm down to see them try anything they want to try.
Yeah. As far as their insert sets go, this is far from their worst idea that we've seen lately.
Very true, and it is kind of a bummer. I'm wondering how many people on the checklist are going to be holding up first Bowmans for different teams than they're currently on. Probably. That's kind of a shame. I wonder how Mookie feels about it. I'm sure he doesn't.
90% of them do.
Yeah. Yep.
Curator says the first Bowman is on card, but the card in question is a sticker. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And we know Mookie doesn't have autographs in here, or I'm assuming he doesn't.
No, of course not. No.
Or otherwise. Okay, so M. Parsons brings up, so this could be an ongoing set. Every year is a new one released. My first Bowman card. So it'd be a picture next year of Mookie holding this picture of him holding that card.
Yes. Now, honestly, I could start to get on board with this.
I mean, Rich Hill, a guy like Rich Hill, who I don't even know if had a first Bowman, but he'd have like 15 different teams represented on one card. I could get behind that.
It would be, I mean, they'd never do it because it is kind of like making a joke out of it, but it would be pretty hilarious to do this like 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
And it's just as smaller. Yeah. There would be people that would want the run for sure. If they just like numbered it out of 50 or out of 100, people would go for that run. People would absolutely try to put that together. And if you put them like next to each other, it could look great.
Yeah.
On a complete side note, if anyone is friends with him, if someone could just check in on Jake tonight on Short Print a Day. I was going to say this earlier and I forgot. I've been getting some text messages. He's pretty upset about the Judge situation. So if you're not following along, I have wrecked Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is homerless and hitting under 200 since Jake sold me a card of his, and he's like he's begging me to sell it back to him. But
okay. I see two things here. So one is that he's no longer talking to you. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But two, I see a profit potential. Double the price, sell it back to him. Everybody's happy.
I like this. It's essentially extortion in a way. And yeah. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
SFO Sox fan, I sent Jake the clip of him on Conan O'Brien when Courtney Thorne Smith was the next guest, and Norm just like basically hijacks the interview and essentially makes fun of her to her face for deciding to do a movie with Carrot Top, and it is absolutely hilarious. It's on YouTube. If you guys have not seen that, please go watch that. Not now, but I mean after Blabbin.
Yeah, everybody is gone. Our eyeballs are down.
Yeah. That's right. It'll go well with chicken chunks. Yes. Okay. Docs. Hold on. Sorry. Docs cards. Exactly. Yes. BORED. Sorry. I'm sorry, Jeff, as you were.
Card deals off to buy some Bobby Witt base chromes. Cincy Nerd has a question here. Any thoughts on the fact that the Skeens card is the first card with the rookie card shield this year?
That's all right. I'm glad you brought that up because he's next on my list. Let me grab this. Got to find it.
Which sadly he does not have autos. Correct? Is that
correct? He does not. If he's not on the checklist, we can say that.
Doesn't even get a uniform. Look at that.
Yeah, this is almost a Panini card, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's interesting variation. Okay.
So yeah, Cincy Nerd, my opinion on this would be that this card's going to be really, really popular at first. And then Topps Chrome update is going to come out and he'll have parallels, and I'm sure he'll have a short print in there. And then Topps update will come out, and he'll have his first gold mirror SSP in there. He'll have Topps Blacks, Topps Independence Days. And then Sapphire update's going to come out, and he's going to be in that too. And I'll have a bunch of parallels there. His MLB debut patch will be in the Topps Chrome update. And slowly and surely, this card will sort of drift away. But it is cool, and it should be fairly limited. I mean, there's no way there's more than like 500 or 600 of these. Yeah. But yeah, you'd think they could get the Pirates logo in there somewhere, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they were appealing to the Chris side of the fandom with the quads in the forefront.
That's an excellent point, Jeff. It is impossible to ignore the size of this man's legs.
Yeah. There you go. Nice and close. And M. Parsons points out he does look like he's in pajamas, which is, of course, what people call the Panini cards because they can't have any logos on there.
Yeah. Yeah. I get what they're going for. Like, it's a warm up. He's throwing what looks like that red ball. Might be a weighted ball, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So kind of like a behind the scenes type look, but.
Okay. Yeah. I get that.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. This is cold. This is cold from Curator.
Uh-oh.
No Pirates logo because he won't be there long term.
Ooh, damn.
Um,
Let's not upset the mass of Pirate fans that are in our chat right now.
Card Deal says his base is a nice image, though.
Oh, I didn't see his base card.
He has a base, and then I assume he's got some of the 147 parallels of that base.
Yes, yeah, he has like, yeah. Well, no, his base card it's not a prospect, so that rainbow is like 11, I think.
Okay,
it's the prospect rainbow that's insane. So I haven't seen like a gold of his pop up yet, but I'm curious where this will go for. The first couple of these are probably going to go for a lot of money. But yeah, the more I look at this and the more we talk about it with our viewers here, what are they doing? What is Topps doing here, Jeff?
And Justice says he's even angrier on my first Bowman insert. Oh boy.
All right, let me see if I can grab one of those real quick.
LJB says he looks like Wild Thing out there. Maybe, yeah, he's going for a little Wild Thing look.
We wear caps and sleeves at this level, son.
California Penal League uniform he's got on.
All right. So, yeah, this is his.
Grumpy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does not look happy. Whoever said this, you are exactly right. He looks pretty damn miserable on his first Bowman card. Wow.
Rump. Is he holding his first Bowman card?
He is.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. Yeah, he did not want to be bothered to take this photo.
Disgusted by it.
Oh, man. I tell you. That's probably the face. I don't know about you, Jeff, but that's the face that my wife gave me when I said, listen, we got to talk about the Shohei Otani card for a minute.
This one?
That's the one.
Zane, congratulations. Got my Riley Green Orange SP today. Was that Zane, were you the one that had some sort of redemption for that? I know we had a Riley Green redemption in the chat.
Yeah, I also wanted to just real quick. So Jackson Merrill is in Bowman Chrome. He has rookie cards. He does not have an image variation. Okay. But this is what his base card looks like. It's his batting image here. I've already seen a lot of listings today came up. People were selling his last Chrome prospect card, Jeff, out of the first Bowman release.
Of course they were.
And listing it as the rookie and just saying Bowman Chrome rookie card. So if you're looking for a Jackson Merrill and you want a parallel, a blue or a gold, this is what the card has to look like. Okay. And make sure it's got this big RC logo in the top right.
Yes. And that happens a lot, especially on eBay. People are putting rookie cards where they're prospect cards. And they're even doing this on Fanatics, on the auctions, Fanatics Select auction sites. So you got to be careful. Definitely. Good reminder.
Yeah, to definitely just, a little heads up. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Let's see.
Blake says it looks like they're showing Skeens the SSP shot that they were going to use. That's what made him still look so pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, hey, check this out. He's like, why, Topps? Why are you doing this to me?
Zane was the one. He got, they allowed him to pick a $200 card. So great pick. Awesome. Nice. Good pickup.
All right. This is Jackson Holiday's image variation. And I kind of like this one.
So I'm getting a theme here. Are they all wearing black warm-up jerseys or practice jerseys? All that I've seen so far are all
interesting.
black.
Keep that in mind as we go through. I like this card. Obviously, he just looks like a kid. And he's happy, unlike Paul Steen's insert. Like you can tell,
both of them.
He's happy to be there. I like this card. I wish there were autos of it. I don't believe he's on the auto checklist, though.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah. So Colton Cowser, I think this actually fits the theme we were talking about, Jeff. This is Colton Cowser's. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the whoops. Oh boy. Sorry. This is the what's called the color run variation.
SSSP, they're calling it.
Yeah. So if you remember, I'll pull up one from last year so we could hold on. We can talk about him a little bit because I'm not sure what they're doing here. So I like this with the breaking barriers Jackie Robinson shirt.
Yeah.
I actually thought this was his image variation. I didn't realize the image variations are out of 25 and the quote unquote color run variations are out of 24. But last year, Jeff, you remember
base image on those color run?
I think they're different because the color runs last year, the whole background of the card was like the team colors. If you remember, I'll pull one up. But this just looks like a refractor to me.
Yeah. It's a refractor.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why they put less effort into this.
SFO Sox fan makes a good point. If everything is an image variation, nothing is an image variation.
Yeah. That's a fantastic point.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. This is Anthony Volpe's 2023 color run insert or whatever you want to call it, variation.
And that image is the same. It's not the same as
the image is the same. It's just the background. It's like tie-dyed.
Yeah.
So it's nuts to me. Maybe they made a mistake with them. I don't know. Because these were numbered pretty low. Yeah, these were at 23 last year, so 24 this year. But that's a stark difference in design.
Well, they didn't want to stick with the tie-dye or like mad scientist crystal ball look anymore, I guess.
That's weird. I mean, this is just, I don't see the difference between this and a refractor. So we're going to have to dig into this a little bit more. If anyone sees more color runs out there, please let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah, color. Yeah. I'm not getting any sort of color run from this.
No, me neither. Me neither.
But yes, it's a cool image. I like the behind the scenes stuff, but it's
the Cowser one I like. I like the Jackie Robinson shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Yamamoto's rookie image variation, and not surprisingly, they've just picked another shot from his introductory press conference. I don't know what their print time, what their lag time is, Jeff.
This is extreme. I get that if you have a spring set, but now there's no way because they've been getting complete set variations of these guys in uniform playing. That's disappointing. You're telling me they couldn't get a picture from the opening series?
Yeah, in Korea, like that awesome shot we saw of him right next to Otani during the national anthem.
Yeah, and they've gotten those pictures from that series in cards already, previous sets.
Yeah, we saw the Otani SSP in Topps Chrome and the Betts SP in Topps Chrome. Use their like introductory moments where they're coming out with the fireworks around them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. I feel like, all right, so that is his image variation, and then this is his color run variation, and it's the same back, like that shine is exactly the same, Jeff. They must have just forgotten to put the color run on these cards.
Is the design around the borders the same as well?
I think so. Let's pull it back up. Let's keep going back and forth here. Where's the other one? This one. Yeah. I don't see a difference.
Eyes closed, SSP. Zane, if any of us could be photographers for Topps, the images would be so much better. I admit that the photographers are probably doing a great job. It's the people choosing the photos, because you even see pictures that are out there, even in Getty Images. So I'd say the choosers, if any of us were choosing the photos to use, we could do a better job.
Yes, I would agree. A lot of the images you see on the Getty sites are fantastic, and they're just not getting used for whatever reason. Maybe some of these are just cheaper. I don't know.
Yeah, because the boxes sure aren't getting cheaper.
No, definitely not. Yeah, that's so weird.
Hey, what's up? God is great. Thanks for joining us from Japan. We're just speaking about Yamamoto as it happens.
Does he have? Let's see. Ooh, I'm also seeing just another quick reminder, since we're talking about Jackson Merrill and he's going to be really popular in here. It looks like his rookie autos are redemptions. So if you're seeing someone try to sell you a Jackson Merrill Bowman Chrome with an on-card auto, it doesn't say first. It might not be the rookie. It might be one of those like in-betweens. Just a little reminder. Just be careful.
Yeah, we've talked about this ad nauseum, Zane. I just feel like it's got to be different people choosing the photos for the different sets.
Definitely, it is. And there's also, I did actually have a conversation with someone who used to work for Topps, and he, to my shock, said that there is very little, if any, conversation between sets, if that makes sense. So the person running, Topps Chrome is not talking to the person running Stadium Club to see if anything is getting doubled up on or anything like that, which I thought was nearly impossible, but apparently true.
But seeing their cards, it does sound like it's true.
Yes.
SFO Sox fan brings up Scotty B put up a great video. I just watched it today. I don't know if it was from today or yesterday, but about what he would do if you're in charge of Topps. And one thing he talked about was images. And he did talk about having a contest where fans could vote on an image, which is a cool idea too. I think that'd be fun. Yeah,
that would be a great idea, especially say this year with the offseason, we know James Wood is going to be like the top rookie at a Series 1, most likely. So they could, in the offseason, put up 4 cards or 3 cards and have the fans.
What do you want to see? Yeah.
I will say, let me flip over here for a minute. This is Jason Dominguez's Bowman Chrome rookie auto. And this is a really nice looking card. They picked a good image here.
Yeah, it's a cool shot.
But yeah, has anyone in the chat opened anything? Any boxes at all?
Yeah, good question. It's been out a full day and a half?
Yeah, just about. I'm sure breakers were breaking at like 6 a.m. yesterday. But yeah, I'm just curious if anyone, what people see, if they've had a chance to look at these in person or not.
Blake brings up a point here. I bet they keep the images generic so that the photo first products like Stadium Club stand out more. I don't think that's true, because they're getting a lot of their money from these products. They care much less about Stadium Club. So I think that'd be giving them too much credit. The people that choose photos for Stadium Club obviously care a lot about it, which is
for
nice.
Sure. I don't think Stadium Club's a big moneymaker for them. Ha! No. Oh, piece of candy. Sorry. I enjoy these. I think that's actually, that's a Family Guy reference. Let's get our Cincy Nerd says too pricey to break. We got saving for Chrome update. This is going to be, I am excited for Topps Chrome update, Jeff, because I want to see how many MLB debut patch auto cards are going to be in there. How many of those are they going to make? Because it could be like 300.
There's a lot of players that have made their debut since last year. Yeah.
What was I going to say here?
Yeah, that's a nice signature. Star Huddle brings up a good point that Dominguez has a really nice looking signature.
He does. I mean, he's been signing Bowman cards for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Okay. And click. Bill, actually, let me pull up I haven't even seen it. What's the base card look like for Paul Skeens?
Yeah, that's what somebody was saying. The base card looks better. He can't look as angry as he did in those other two.
Let's see.
Royale, this is a great use of your funds, buying the 2023 Bowman singles I wanted last year. Yes, that's a smart time to buy it.
That's interesting.
Can't find a base?
I think I did. I think it's this. There's a guy selling 4 of them, so someone obviously went in, bought the Pirates in a break. Something about this picture looks familiar to me. I don't know. I don't know where I would have seen it. He doesn't have that many cards.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know enough of his cards to know if that's one they just recycled or reframed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's what his Bowman first looks like. We just saw that. Anyway, that's it. It looks pretty good. Where was it? Bowman Skeens. Yeah, it's too bad there aren't autos. I don't know what product do you think comes out first with an auto in it, Jeff? Oh man, that's close.
I don't know. Topps Chrome Sonic.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. All right, it's so this is why it's close. It is different, but it's close.
Yeah, similar. Oh yeah, since you said it kind of looks like a zoomed in shot of his first Bowman, then yeah, there.
Yeah, there's a similarity, but it's definitely different. Oh, okay. Anyhow, so yeah, we'll keep watching these. I'm fascinated on where the DeVries comments are going to go, or where the DeVries prices are going to go, and where Perdomo. I haven't seen a big Perdomo sale yet. I should look.
Yeah, you've been watching for him.
Yeah, I just want to see if a gold was going to come up and see what it would go for. Certainly, I'm not going to buy it, but I will in a minute. I will drop the trivia link in there.
Yeah, get ready for trivia, everybody. We're going to try to do it at 7, so about 15 minutes.
Yeah, let me throw that in there. Jeff has the prize. The prize is or prize for tonight.
Yeah,
Jeff? What do you
prize? Pro Debut has a Skeen sticker auto.
That's not going to cut it.
And who knows? Bowman Sterling maybe has.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they probably have something.
Yeah. Yes. Well, while you're looking for that, I wanted to.
Where are we here?
Show the prize. It's not an 84 Topps rack pack. It's a different rack pack. And a player on there inspired me to ask a trivia question. And this is a who am I question.
Uh-oh.
And it kind of gets to something I want to talk about. But so I'm going to start giving clues about this player. And you guys have to see if you can guess who it is. Okay. Are you ready, Chris?
I am ready. Let's go.
All right. So Chris dropped the trivia.
If the link is in there, if you copy and paste it in your browser,
copy and paste it, you should get to a waiting room of some kind. Okay. So this guy is a guy that played 16 years in Major League Baseball. 16 years, pretty successfully. Multi All-Star. He won 6 Gold Gloves. He is a member of the College Baseball Hall of Fame. And he also holds the record for the longest hitting streak in college baseball history.
M. Parsons.
You tell Jeff Black says it won't let me copy.
All right. M. Parsons, can you try and copy and re-put that link back in the chat, please?
Yeah, how did we...
Shelly the Turtle made it...
Yeah, somehow.
Oh, I think we got it. Someone in the chat got it.
All right. Yes, we got some answers. And here's the card in question.
Oh,
Mr. Robin Ventura on this sweet. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, we got a Paul O'Neill.
89 Bowman baseball. So this is the prize. Your 89 Bowman baseball. But Robin Ventura got me thinking. He's got. You know how much WAR he has for his career?
I do not. I would guess somewhere in like the 40s.
56.
Wow.
He's basically has the same career as Evan Longoria. They're within like a couple WAR, within less than 100 hits. Everything's about the same. Longoria has a few more home runs and a few less Gold Gloves, but he had a pretty good career. but he's one of those guys. It could have a Griffey, yes,
It could
Professor
have a
Dugout.
Griffey. You betcha.
And as great of a hitter as he was, he's really known for one thing, one moment in his career. Did you know that he was fourth in the NL in WAR during one season when he was with the Mets?
He had some great years with the Mets. I would say, Jeff, he's known for he has two big things that happened. One would be obviously the Nolan Ryan incident, unfortunately for him. But the other is, I think, the walk-off, what ended up being a walk-off single against the Braves in the postseason.
Well, as a Braves fan, you might remember that.
If you're a Mets fan, you remember it too, because it was a grand slam and he got mobbed on the field and he never got past. He never got to second base. So they ended up ruling it just a single.
I would love this, that they'd have to both sign in person. Yeah, I'm with you. SoCal, being in a headlock and getting pummeled by a guy twice his age. Yeah, he's just never gonna live that down. Good thing it's a short link. Okay, so we're still having link problems.
Give me a second here.
Let me see. Because last time.
All right. Let me know if that works. Los Bravos, yeah. I mean, technically it should have been. If anything, I'd be bummed if I'm Ventura. Like, I missed out on a postseason walk-off grand slam. But Los Bravos, do you remember who the pitcher was who gave that up?
That one works to click. Excellent.
That one works to click. Okay, great. Yeah, please click away. Nice. Rage, you didn't win the trivia, but it was a good warm-up. So you're in good mental shape. You're in a good mental place to attack trivia. That is correct. Boy. Kevin McGlinchey gave up the grand slam.
Look at this. Everybody, there's a shot at the title. SFO Sox fans cooking for his girlfriend tonight. The defending trivia champ is sitting this one out.
That sounds like a that sounds like a very believable lie, Jeff.
He's going to be in there under another name.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, just please click on that, join the trivia. We'll start in about 15 minutes or so. But yeah, 89 Bowman. That's a great pack, Jeff.
Yeah, I still had this. So I think I probably bought it at the local Walgreens, maybe in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And they have one card facing out on the back.
Oh,
recognize this guy?
Andy Van Slyke? No, Sid Bream.
Sid Bream, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's got to be Sid Bream.
Yep, I like those cards with no names on the front, just the signatures. They're bigger. They're like little tiny posters. There's a cool Greg Jeffries in there too.
Yeah, we'll have to open that up.
Yeah, we'll get into. I'm excited for whoever wins. Hopefully, we get a good centered Griffey in there. Hold on, I just wanted to. There were a couple comments back up here in just a minute. Yeah, if anyone else is having a problem with that link, please let me know. I can put that in there again. Penny Steve
doing some recon. Has the Topps 89 Robin Ventura first draft pick card on eBay for $840.
Wow. Hey, it only takes one, right? Just takes one person. Penny Sleeve Steve is a new subscriber, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. We always like to meet new fellow collectors.
Yes.
And someone in here asked how we feel about these Garbage Pail Kids cards. I'm not even going to bring a picture because I don't think they're worth discussing, but we should answer that question.
Bowman. So Bowman has Garbage Pail Kids now?
I don't know if they're Bowman or Topps, but Topps is selling them. I mean, yeah, they don't do anything for me. I'm not going to lie.
No, but I remember that was one of the best deals with the Montgomery Club back when it was actually worthwhile to join. I think I bought the first Sapphire for like $50 and sold it for $300 or something. So didn't open it. Blake has a question for us. Do you know who has the D2 NCAA hitting streak? I do not. I'm going to guess maybe you, Blake.
Travis Hafner? I'm trying to think of someone who I know was in like a what was I going to say? I don't know. I got distracted. Forbidden Donut. Did Forbidden Donut just send us a little donation, Jeff?
Oh, Forbidden Donut.
Thanks, buddy.
That means we can keep trivia going for another week.
Yeah, we maybe can do trivia for. I have to book it for another month, Jeff. We're gonna have to have a long.
Is up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at the books and have a real long conversation about it over the weekend.
Can't believe it cost that much, but what are you gonna do?
So Murph Dirt 99. What do we think about these Garbage Pail Kids inserts on thoughts on
so they're actual inserts in the Bowman set.
I don't know. It's not something I have no interest in them. I'm going to be completely transparent about that. Will they have value in 3 months? I would guess significantly less.
I remember the original Garbage Pail Kids when I was a kid. And I remember a couple guys sitting on the front stoop of my house and we were trading cards. And my mom had forbid Garbage Pail Kids because she thought they were disgusting. And she busted us for trading Garbage Pail Kids. And that was the end of my Garbage Pail Kids days.
Jeff was a good kid. He, if his parents forbade him from doing something, he didn't do it, and good for him.
Usually that's the case.
All right, I'm gonna pull up one of these Garbage Pail Kids. I feel like we might have to just look at one for a minute. This is Jason Dominguez.
Oh, so they're actually the MLB players as Garbage Pail Kids. I did not get that. Okay.
He appears to be murdering an alien of some kind. And I got to be honest, the fact that they put the RC logo on these is pretty good. But yeah, this looks more like one of those like drawings you'd have done down at the pier.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on these. I get nostalgic for a lot of things, but not the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, so this doesn't do a lot for me, but that doesn't mean that it won't do a lot for other people.
True.
I don't know. This guy wants $500 or best offer.
Jeez.
I mean, I feel confident, Jeff, that in 3 months you can purchase this card for less than $500.
I agree. Yeah. Amori's reminding us the Martian is his nickname, so that probably got him into space.
I guess, but then why is he wearing human clothes?
He's killing his own kind.
Yeah, he really. I mean, it's. Bazooka Tom has a comment here. The 89 Bowman Griffey and a PSA 10 is highly underrated. I agree. Of all his like base rookies, that's the hardest one to gem. And his Tiffany is, I think, the rarest of
the Tiffany
of his rookies. The Bowman Tiffany.
Yeah.
It's a cool shot too. Ooh, okay. Max Clark. I think some sketch cards. All right, I'm going to take this off the screen, Jeff, because I just don't want to look at it anymore.
It's enough time for that one.
It's a little off-putting almost.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting, I did just want to briefly show 2 cards I picked up recently.
Okay.
Because we're talking about images, and you all know at this point that that's like one of my number one things I shoot for. So I picked up these 2 Stadium Club autos that I thought I would just talk about for a second. The first is Yordan Alvarez. So this is running home celebrating the walk-off 3-run bomb he hit off Robbie Ray, which is now almost 2 years ago now in 2022, the year they won the World Series. Still the biggest, in terms of win probability added, the biggest single swing in baseball history, postseason baseball history. Really cool card. Only 25 of these are autographed, Jeff.
And it's a great. It's not only a great image because of the picture, but because of that we know the surrounding circumstances. And we've always said that really stands out. So that's great.
Yeah. And then the next one I posted yesterday before you broke the internet with our Otani card is this Felix Hernandez. Same thing, 2023 Stadium Club, the 91 design variations. Like, this is his last start of his career, his last time on the mound, his manager taking him out. Like, the video was really cool. If you guys haven't seen it, like, his teammates are all crying. He bows to the crowd and like tipping his hat. They're all holding up these orange strikeout signs that they used to have during his starts. That's what's in the background. So it's just stuff like this, I think, is great.
Yeah. And you love that throwback design. Yep. That old, is that 91 Stadium Club?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The one I have not been able to get my hands on, Jeff, is the Mariano Mariano Rivera from that set. It's got that moment where Pettit and Jeter came out.
Oh yeah,
last
okay.
game.
Yeah,
And he's got 25 autos. And a couple, when the set came out, they were up for bids, but I got blown out of the water and I haven't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, that's going to be a rare one. He's another guy. Both those ones you showed and Mariano have nice autographs too, which makes the card stand out that much more.
Oh, yeah, Curator Cardboard. Thank you for reading.
It's head to PSA.
I don't know. The thing about Stadium Club autos are great because they're all on card, and these are like really they're rare. Like there's only 25 of these, so they're cool, but they get dinged around. They're paper cards. If I can kind of zoom in here, you can see the bottom. You see that white spot. Like,
yeah, they never grade well.
Did they get printed? Then they get, probably boxed up, taken to the players handle them. The Topps handler is handling them while Jordan's handling them. And then they get handled back into penny sleeves and then back into packs, or in the Jordan's case, this was a redemption, but it's gone in and out of a penny sleeve at least like 3 or 4 times before it got to me. So I would say these are like 7 or 8s. Which honestly I'd be fine with. I would slab them just to keep them protected more than anything else. There's no way PSA 10s of those are going to show up out of packs.
No. All right. Before we get to trivia, just a couple last things.
Yeah.
People are bringing up Logo Fractor. So Murph says Logo Fractor presale was this week out of the Topps flagship store in New York City. What are your thoughts on Logo Fractor in terms of long-term collectability? I believe Zane said that Logo Fractor is actually cheaper this year.
Ooh.
So go ahead with Logo Fractor. What do you think?
People do seem to like it.
They do. Yeah.
I'll put the link back in the chat if anyone wants to join. The last 2 or 3 5 minutes.
Room. Yeah, we never were real collectors of Logo Fractor, but it seemed to be a big hit.
Yes, I have who was it? Someone on Instagram posted one that I wanted to talk about. I got to find it. There it is. Right? Yeah. Here. Our buddy
They're
Oreo
more
cards.
expensive this year, apparently. They're
more or less
instead of 65.
$69 for one. Is it still the same thing?
That was last year. Now it's 109, 110.
Is it the same format though, where it's like a blaster box? You get 4 Chrome packs and then 2 Logo Fractor packs?
Good question. Goodness. Anybody know the format?
We should look this up. Good Lord. I mean, the cards do look kind of cool, but my goodness. I feel
format,
like
Matt says.
What'd you say? Same format?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean,
that's a lot. Wow. Double the price, same format.
Because I mean, you're essentially, isn't it just like 2 boxes of cards?
What do you mean 2 boxes of cards?
I'm sorry. My mistake. Isn't it like 2 packs of cards? Like in there, there's like a certain number of packs of regular Chrome, and then you get additional packs of Logo Fractor. Am I remembering that right? Or hold on. Yes. So yes, that's exactly what it is. All right, give me a sec. Oh, got it.
So you're getting regular Topps Chrome that you can buy in a Topps Chrome box.
Yes. Some of these are on eBay already.
Yeah, Murph says it's 2 5-card packs of Logo Fractor.
Yes. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, here's the Logo Fractor box. And right here we see there's 5 5-card packs of 2024 Topps Chrome, and then 2 exclusive 5-card Logo Fractor Chrome packs.
So you're getting 10 Logo Fractor cards.
10 Logo Fractor cards and 25 Topps Chrome cards, which are almost certainly, I can't imagine there's like gold refractor rookies in there, but wow, for $109.
Yeah, I wonder how much they bumped the print run up to this year, because it was kind of a hit last year. So I'm betting. And Murph says regular packs are dead though, no parallels or inserts, so they're just like
just base cards.
Just base cards.
I mean, what was the meeting like at Topps? Like they're like, well, we're going to bump. It was 65 or 69 last year. We got to bump it up. What do you think? 79, 89? And they're probably like 99 is the most we could do. And then some asshole was like, nah, I bet we can go over $100.
Let's see if they'll buy it. And
it looks like it's sold out. I I don't know. Here's one of the. I will say here's a cool logo fractor from last year. Gunnar Henderson's SP. Kind of a cool shot, I guess. I don't know, a little a little homoerotic, but is what it is. It definitely has like a Guess jeans kind of look to it.
Yeah, like late 90s Abercrombie and Fitch.
That's exactly it. Yep. Except he's wearing a shirt.
Yeah, they put a shirt on him. So are images all different for the logo fractors than they are for the chrome base?
No, it's all the same.
So the only thing that's different is the border.
Yeah, well, the border. I mean, the whole card has that MLB logo refraction to it.
Oh yeah.
But the images were all the same. But then last year, I think there were 10 image variations, and there's autos with on-card autos, and those will be different pictures, if I remember correctly. Like Otani's auto last year was this cool horizontal card. But yeah, I mean, they all just kind of look like parallels.
Yeah, ATL Jeff Black. This is exactly what happened. They saw secondary market prices last year that they were sold out, that people were paying over $100 on the secondary market, and thought, well, we should be getting a piece of that.
So I'm just laughing at Zane Barrier's cool water cologne picture here.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, at $109. I mean, that's brutal. That's really, really tough to make that worthwhile.
Right, because you get 5 packs of junk and 2, so you're paying $10-11 a card.
Yeah, like ATL Jeff Black says, if there's autos, those images are different. I think the Freeman is a celebratory, kind of like a flexing, like he's got a game ending. I'm not sure which game it is, but looks like a postseason kind of celebration.
All right, last chance to get in on trivia before we start it.
Docs cards, 100%. Another reason to buy singles. And Murph Dirt 99. Hold on, let me grab this. Points out that, yes, there are image variation autos, which when I first heard about this, very similar to Bowman Chrome, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is going to be something in Logo Fractor that I'm going to get excited about and I'm really going to want. I'll pull one up.
And did you?
I did not. Give me a second. Shoot.
Royal says image variation autos were stickers.
There you go. That is exactly
Mello, you joined the trivia by clicking on the link that Chris is going to put in here again.
Yeah, I put it in there a couple comments ago, but I'll do it again.
Yeah, throw it in there one more time so anybody can join in, and then you can win this sweet Bowman rack pack from 1989. And if you want, we can open it, or we can just send it to you.
Oh, we've got to open it. I mean, obviously, if they want it sealed, that's fine. But yeah, Royal Benjamin. Yeah, this is the same. This would be the image variation from Logo Fractor of Michael Harris, and then they have autos numbered to 25, but they just went and pissed all over those autos with this damn sticker, which is too bad.
Yeah, what a waste.
Yeah, it's a shame. Did you already look at the? So Peeps asked if I've already looked at the Stadium Club Gunner 1991 variation auto, and I've seen it, and it is cool. And actually, one of the other Instagram cards I want to talk about tonight is, where is it? Here we go. Is our buddy Ephus Pitch shared this. He has the 1992 design variation Gunner auto at a Stadium Club. I like this Gunner image too. Kind of looking at his bat. There's nothing behind him, so it's just him and the bat. I like this card. So these are also numbered to 25, I believe. Very cool. But anyway.
Yeah, it's a much cleaner image. Jeremy was talking about the last image you showed. Wonder if we can fit more things on that card, on that Harris card.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot
of junk on there. And this stands out as being very clean and crisp compared.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so let's get rid of this. Zane says he hasn't seen a Michael Harris card he didn't like. I'm right there with you. My mom is particularly fond of his Heritage base card. Amari Smith with so you got to be quick. Got to be quick in this hobby sometimes.
Smart.
You pulled the Wander Logo Fractor auto variation and managed to grade and sell quickly before. Before. Let's see. Yeah, SFO Sox fan. Yeah, Ephus did a great job with that 10 on 10. That's crazy. There's so much dark. I think that was a redemption, which I guess gave it a slightly better chance to Jim.
Yeah, not in the pack.
But still very, very impressive. All right. Anyone else wants to join trivia? Oh, we got a little bump right there with the last. It's 7:06. We'll give everyone a minute. Then we're going to run this bad boy.
Yes.
Was it numbered less than 18? I believe the Stadium Club one, all those cards we've talked about are numbered to 25. Pretty much all the last autos that we pulled up. Whew. Yeah, and Murph Dirt 99, you're right. A lot of Gunners autos do have a little streakiness to them. The ones, so yeah, that 10 out of 10 is huge. I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of those, Jeff.
No.
A 10 out of 10 on a Stadium Club paper auto.
Nope.
2019 Topps Chrome Otani.
Oh, Zane was talking about the Wander.
Well, I blew the joke then.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zane. That one's on me. Yeah. I mean, the truth of the matter is it should have been apparently numbered out of 14. But, that's all right. Okay. All right, Jeff. I think we're about ready to rock and roll here.
Yeah, let's do this.
We have 45 trivia players. That's a nice round number. I like it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start the right.
So are you going to read the questions, Chris, as we go, or do you want me to read the questions?
Why don't you read the questions? You've got the better voiceover voice.
The voice for radio.
Here we go. All right. Countdown has begun.
All right. I got to get to it.
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to share the screen. Don't worry.
Okay.
Got to go quick. Woo! Too many things to click. There we go. All right. Go.
Whose Bowman Chrome autograph in 2001 changed modern baseball cards forever, ever, ever? Click in your response.
Yep.
Remember, the faster you click in, the more points you'll get.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, 72%. We got that one right. Yeah, Jeff, let's read out the answers too, the possibilities for our
we'll have a little more time this time.
Lincoln Thomas, that was quick. Baseball card fiend, fast. Abel in Vegas. You three were real quick.
Who did not have a card in the famous 1986 Donruss the Rookies set? Canseco, McGuire, Bo Jackson, or Barry Bonds? Who did not have a card in that set? That's a great set, Chris.
I feel like, Jeff, if you just look through those cards, you're almost doing steroids.
Yes. Yeah. Contact high.
Right.
Okay.
47% got that one right.
That was a tough one.
Mark McGuire was the correct answer. Baseball card fiend, living up to your name. Oh, Cardboard Showcase jumps into the top three.
Besides Corey Seager, who is the only other player to have 3 postseason MVP awards? David Ortiz, Mariano Rivera, Dave Stewart, or Oral Hershiser?
We've talked about this on the show.
Yes, we've talked about it many times.
Oh, correct answer was Dave Stewart. That thinned out the leaderboard a little bit.
Yeah, he got one with Texas, right, Chris?
Dave Stewart, Oakland, and Toronto.
Toronto, sorry. Right. What is Frank Thomas doing on his 1991 Upper Deck cards? Swinging the bat, catching a ball, stretching, or giving a teammate the middle finger?
This is his first Upper Deck card. For some reason, he didn't have a 90 card. I don't know why.
Yeah, he should have. That would have been a big card. The correct answer is giving a teammate the middle finger. Only 10% of the people. Yeah. I did not know that until I learned about that from Chris. So
Abel in Vegas and LinkedIn Thomas, you guys got that one real quick. Good work.
Who is featured with Shohei Otani on his 2019 Topps Chrome Image Variation SP? Ichiro, Mike Trout, Daisuke Matsuzaka, or Albert Pujols? It's a great card.
That is an awesome card.
And the correct answer is Ichiro. Good job. 61% got it right. Congratulations. Right. Abel in Vegas.
Jump into the top. 73 points on that one.
Who was the World Series MVP for the 2016 curse-breaking Chicago Cubs? Was it Anthony Rizzo, Ben Zobrist, Kyle Schwarber, or John Lester? This one, I couldn't decide between two, and I went with the wrong one when Chris gave me this quiz.
Wow. Oof. 37% of you.
Very spread out, but yes, 37% got it correct. Congratulations.
Ben Zobrist was correct. Abel in Vegas starting to pull away a little bit.
What is Bryce Harper holding on his 2013 Topps Chrome SSP? The ball from his first hit, a Nationals jersey, the Rookie of the Year award, or a nude photo of B. Arthur? Great choices here. Which will it be? Nobody went for B. Arthur.
Oh.
58% got it correct with the Rookie of the Year award. That's another great card.
The nude photo of B. Arthur is a movie reference to hostage takers request that to let people go in a 90s movie. Jeff, sorry.
In 2018 Topps Chrome, which autograph parallel does not exist for Otani endeavors? A refractor, blue refractor, gold refractor, or red refractor, which does not exist? Okay, this is spread out. Which one's it gonna be? It is the refractor.
No refractor autos for those guys.
Baseball card fiend. It's close. Look at everybody's within.
Wow. Yeah, this is
point. Okay, second last question. What big 2019 rookie has only one image variation across all top sets called sunglasses in Stadium Club? Is it Kyle Tucker, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr., or Ozzy Albies? And everybody in the chat's getting your Airheads quote, Chris.
Nice. Fantastic. Underrated movie. Really stupid, but very funny.
49% got sunglasses, Fernando Tatis. Christmas collector. We've got a new leader.
Yeah, we've got 4 or 5 or 6 guys can win this.
Whose card is this 2020 Topps SSSP? Is this David Ortiz, Mike Trout, Pete Alonso, or Giancarlo Stanton?
And to describe the card, we're looking at a card of a polar bear in the wild.
Yes. Polar bear card. 87% said Pete Alonso, and you are correct.
Correct.
So let's see who it came down to. Your winners are... Third place, baseball card fiend, 441 points. That's a great total.
Living up to his name. Lincoln Thomas, 467.
467. An even 500 points for Christmas collector.
Well done. I like the name too, Christmas collector. That's a fun hobby name.
Christmas collector.
Curator of Cardboard said he didn't see the picture of the polar bear card. How did you even guess?
And then Brad Fat Thumb, the polar bear. Sorry. Christmas collector. So if you're in the chat, M. Parsons pulling in at 9th place. Congratulations.
And she had no hints for me. We didn't pre-take it at all.
And there weren't a lot of Freddie Freeman questions.
No Freddie Freemans.
All right. Well, Christmas collector, if you're in here, he's in here. Topps holiday collector. I collect Topps holiday cards. That's why.
All right.
Collector. Very appropriate.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Professor's dugout. You did a good job. 12th is his highest. No shame losing to my wife. She has absorbed a lot of baseball and baseball card knowledge just by, unfortunately, having it thrown at her constantly.
And JB is telling us he's got a strategy here. Just click a random answer as quick as I can to hopefully get huge points if I guess right.
That there is a sort of a logic to that. If you get 6 or 7 real fast, it's better than getting 10 and take your time. But I want to just, before we get into Christmas Collector's Rack Pack, the Frank Thomas card isn't a joke. This is the card. This is a real card. 1991 Upper Deck. I remember when this card came out, there was a thing in Beckett about it. Like, what is he doing? It appears that he is, and there was a debate about, do we call it like, did they mention it in the description of the magazine? Like, was it going to be corrected? Were they going to airbrush his finger out? But they just left it. Yeah. And also shout out to 600 home run Sammy Sosa in the background there.
Oh yeah. Wow. He's very dark in the background. I didn't even notice him.
Yeah.
I would notice him today.
Yeah. No. But yeah, this Frank Thomas card is really cool. I always laugh about it.
Yeah. Anyways. Learn something new every day.
Yep.
I didn't know about the middle finger until today.
Doc's card says we should write a baseball card history book. That's kind of what our Instagram is for.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it can't be as easily fact checked. We can just kind of get away with spouting nonsense.
Our good buddy Teapot actually co-wrote that baseball card for dummies book, baseball card collecting for dummies.
Yeah.
I brought a buddy of mine to Cards HQ earlier this year, and he and I ripped a box together. And he talked to Teapot. He met Teapot, and Teapot was kind enough, gave him a tour, talked to him about cards. And at the end of on the way back to the hotel, my buddy was like, "It's crazy. Your friend in there literally wrote the book on collecting baseball cards." I thought that was a really funny way to describe it. But
did he get it signed?
We didn't. We should have, though. Oh, Murph Dirt was a nice compliment for you, Jeff.
Yeah, I need to be a little bit more nasally to get my Regis Philbodon, but thank you.
Yes.
I enjoy reading trivia.
Yep. All right, let's grab that pack, Jeff. Let's get into some 1989 Bowman.
Yes, Christmas collector. Hope you don't mind. We'll open up. Send you the Griffey when we pull it.
Yeah. Well, that Ventura mugshot photo. I know it's like probably sky behind him, but damn,
airbrushed. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like he knew. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like like someone just told him, "Hey, in what 8 or 9 years, you're gonna get your ass kicked by a 44-year-old man on national television."
Oh, Cardboard Showcase left a nice comment there.
Oh, man, you have one of the PSA 10s. Wow, that's incredible. That card is really cool. I thought it was going to end up being like a $10,000 card when his career took off because it was so rare.
Hey, here's a crotch shot right out of the chute.
Yep. Oh, I like that. All right, Jeff, I made you bigger.
Yep, I see that. Okay, that's Mike Henneman for you.
Wow. That's an angle. That's a picture.
Yeah. All right.
We got to get rid of that card, Jeff, before we are unsuitable for advertisers. Bobby Thigpen.
Yeah.
The single season save leader for a long time.
And he was the original giant quads guy out there.
Yeah,
was that Mike Morgan?
I can't even see this.
Tim Leary.
Tim Leary.
Former
Brewer. Who we got there?
Is that Deion James?
Yeah, based on the size of the helmets and the signature, yes.
Another former Brewer, Deion James.
Oh, hey, there we go. That's a nice card. There we got Eric Davis.
Yeah. Nice. He could have been the original 50-50 club member.
He sure could have been. Yeah. Professor Dugout says Mike Henneman was the first ever autograph he got at a show.
In Detroit? I'm guessing he grew up around Detroit. What is this? Andy Allenson? Oh, it's twins. Tim Laudner, maybe? Tim Laudner. Yeah.
Nice. Bradberg, you're right. Deion James did look like a little leaguer. Oh, Charlie Liebrandt?
Yeah, Charlie Liebrandt.
Man. Professor's Dugout, M. Parsons wants to know if Mike Henneman was sitting at the table like that, waiting to sign autographs. Is that Barry Larkin, by the way?
Step right up, little boy. I'll sign your autograph.
Like, sir, stay away from my child.
So this
first Hall of Famer?
This section alone, we've gotten Eric Davis, Barry Larkin, and Paul O'Neill. All right. That's got to be Eric Shaw.
Eric Shaw for sure.
What kind of pose does he have going on here?
Man,
like
looks like a
model.
Yeah.
Anybody remember what he's best known for besides this pose?
No.
He gave up Pete Rose's record-breaking hit.
Oh, I did not know that. Kelly Gruber?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be. This is some tight slacks.
I gotta tell you guys, that's the first time we've heard that phrase on Blabbin Bout Slabbin.
Greg Gagne, not to be confused with Eric Gagne, who pronounced his last name differently.
Of course. Oh, Chili Davis.
Chili. Yeah, whenever I see these uniforms, it reminds me of Reggie Jackson and
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zane is thinking the same thing I am. For how long did the Anaheim Angels or the California Angels use elastic-waisted pants? I think they were the last team to go to belts. And it was way too late.
Well, I believe where's that Gruber? We do have the Blue Jays rocking those elastics.
Yeah, let's not get that too close to the camera.
All right, second section. So we did get a Hall of Famer. That's pretty good.
Yep. Los Bravos. Yeah, Andre Dawson's not the guy I'd want to plunk.
Yes, good call. All right, here's your mugshot.
There we go.
One of the most obvious early examples I remember seeing of airbrushing. Like, that's not a picture. Look at his hat.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they get a picture?
Yeah. And why did they put the fake hat on? Like, what? I don't know.
Well, then remember the back of these would say, if they came up, they wouldn't have any stats. Making his professional baseball debut in 1989.
SFO Sox fan with some great Chili Davis history. That when Pedro had that 17K game at Yankee Stadium, Chili Davis had the only hit, and it was a solo home run.
So he loses no hitter and shutout to Chili.
Yeah.
Was this Charlie Hayes? Ron Jones.
Yeah, Ron Jones. This White Sox kid, that's got to be the ball boy or something. I've never said that's a child.
Like it, huh? Yeah. Surprisingly, he is 28 in this photo.
Wow.
He's the anti Jim Leland right there.
Jesus, yeah. All right, what we got over here? That's a Marshall. Mike
Marshall, not to be confused with the other Mike Marshall.
Right.
Ooh,
AL Rookie of the Year, Greg Olson.
I remember thinking this guy was a vampire when I was a kid and opening his card.
That also looks like a photoshopped hat, and it looks like Greg Olson might be short a chromosome. That's rough. That card screams, "Hey, you guys!"
It's a little sloth-esque.
Damn.
Was that Rico Bronya? Yeah, Rico Bronya.
Yep.
Got to be one of the Perez brothers.
Yep.
Pascual Perez? Oh, Melito Perez.
Definitely Melito.
Okay, this guy's looking very serious.
I'm looking at the signature, and I can't even figure out who that is.
I don't know.
Professor's dug up Peyton Manning forehead.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. Another Hall of Famer.
I think the photographer told everybody to look off in the middle distance.
Yes. So I know it's not as fun as Billy Ripken's, but what's on Kirby Puggett's bat knob?
Let's get a good look at that.
Oh, just his number and his name.
Not to be confused with the other Greg Olson. Yeah, there's a lot of. Okay, we got a mustache appearance. It's got to be Larry McWilliams.
I'll trust you.
Yeah.
I mean, what field is this guy on? That looks like a field we play softball on, Jeff.
It might be the basin. That's Tom Fisher. He's making his professional debut.
All
right.
Yes, that should have said puck face.
Puck face. Darnell Knowles?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Donnell Nixon. Is he related to Otis Nixon? No,
not related to Richard Nixon, I think we can comfortably say.
Is this Terry Kennedy?
Sure is. That's the cleanest. That is the cleanest white uniform I've ever seen.
It's very white, especially for a catcher. Come on. And we're back. All right.
One more shot at the Griffey. Let's go. I want to see a Griffey, a Greg Jeffries. Who else? John Smoltz rookies are in here.
We get some good rookies in here.
Does Kurt Schilling have one in here?
They had these old cards at the beginning, like reprints. It was some sort of contest.
Kennedy Nixon. That's funny. That's actually, yeah. In that pack, we had a Kennedy and a Nixon.
All right. So there's Sid Bream.
Sid Bream was just fast enough. That's all that matters. Ellis Burks. That's some really terrible bunting form right there. That's how you shatter your fingers.
You're going to break both hands with one pitch right there.
Good Lord.
Curator says Donald Nixon is Otis' brother. I thought there was a resemblance there.
Jeez. I don't know, but I'm guessing there's a missing teenage girl with pretty close to where that picture was taken.
They're like, make sure you don't see any white in my eyeballs.
Good Lord. Alexander Page. Yeah, Greg Jeffries had a much better career than anyone gives him. He was obviously supposed to be like the next Rod Carew or whatever, but you made a couple all-star teams and won a batting title. He had a good career.
Right. Los Bravos says Larry McWilliams helped end Rose's hitting streak in 78.
Oh.
That's what's his name?
Ricky Jordan.
Ricky Jordan. Yeah. Ricky Jordan.
Oh, I think a Hall of Famer alert.
No, something's turned around here. Hold on.
Maybe it's an SSP.
Yeah. Half these cards are all turned different ways. Nowadays, it would seem to be an SSP. Was that Mike
Oh.
Lavalier?
Yeah, it looks like it. Tiny signature.
Yeah, tiny signature for a big name.
Yeah, Ricky Jordan is right. J Marble.
All right.
Wow.
This is interesting angle and
Yeah,
picture.
that guy looks like he has the legs of Joe Swanson.
That's John Shelby,
Okay.
former Orioles great. Oh, this got to be Von Hayes. He was one of those guys who was really good for the whole decade of the 80s.
Yeah. It's a weird photo. Like they chopped off both his hands.
Yeah.
And the bat's just falling.
I
Like,
guess he's got a batting glove on there, but blends right in. Look at those uniforms.
all right, hold on one second. Before we got a trivia question thrown our way
All right.
saying, guess who was the only player to win a batting title while playing?
Oh, Willie McGee.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Jeremy Smallwood, you gotta be tougher than that to stump Jeff.
Got to be Willie McGee on the. He was on the A's in the American League at that point. What is this?
Oh,
Long.
hey!
Hey!
That's the second straight pack we've opened on the show with a Nolan Ryan.
And we were just talking about him. So we got a Nolan Ryan and a Robin Ventura in this pack.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Willie McGee, there he is.
Yeah,
I think he didn't technically get credit for one because he didn't meet the minimum plate appearances.
That card looks familiar. It's got to be like a young. I try to look at the name.
Something Drew.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cameron Drew. I wonder if
Cameron
he's related to the Drew brothers.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Gumby.
A bespectacled Brewers player from the late 80s.
I mean, this is the guy most likely to be your high school science teacher or kill someone in your apartment complex.
Yes.
And he also played a great second base for about 15 years for the Crew.
15 years.
Sure did. Oh, an action photo.
Oh, yeah. Look at Gary Carter.
Look whose back that is.
Is that Sandberg?
Gotta be. 23.
Nice.
That gotta be the Cubs, right?
Yep. Look at that. Look how cheap that jersey is. I mean, that looks like what's that called? Painter's tape that they just put numbers on with back there.
Look at the ferocity with which Carter is tagging him out.
Oh yeah, he's coming at him so hard it blew his hair off.
It did. It blew the front half of his hair right off.
Good
Is that
Lord.
Keith Hernandez in the background? Looks like a.
It does look like Keith Hernandez, but look at the star power.
Yeah,
man. That's a cool shot, but man, Gary Carter looks insane. I mean,
all right, put that on the thumbnail. See if we can scare people away.
I mean, those eyebrows look painted on. His eyes are jet black. Jeez, did Ryan Sandberg? He retired early. Did he retire like after that game?
If I were Sandberg, I'd be running the other way as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does look like an episode of Seinfeld on that card. Yeah, zone barrier. You're right. I think his hair is receding like as the photo as the
play is going on.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool. So that was. I mean, I think any pack we pull for where we rip from the '80s and there's a Nolan Ryan in there, that's a win.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan. We got a Puckett, Barry Larkin. We'll just blow this up and send it to you, Zane.
In response to the Seinfeld comment, yeah, SFO Sox fan says Bette Midler's wearing number 23. Wow. Alexander Page, you're right. Keith Hernandez has a really interesting and I think a very viable Hall of Fame argument.
He'll be in there. Yeah.
He should get in there at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Christmas Collector, for letting us open this.
Spitter.
The second spitter, Bradberg. So these are the two guys we just talked about, and here they are in your.
And there they are. Yeah, that's a good looking Nolan Ryan too. Looks pretty well centered. I mean, I'm not suggesting anyone grade it, but that's a really cool card.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Finding Nolan, I think it's on Netflix. Fantastic documentary.
So Christmas Collector, make sure you find us on Instagram and send your address so we can send these cards out to you. Either My Favorite Cardboard or Baseball Card Addict, either one of us, or Blabbin Bout Slabbin. Send us your address.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hello. All right. So for our last little segment tonight, I just want to talk about some eBay sales that weren't as insane as that ridiculous Leo DeVries sale.
Yeah.
By the way, every time I say Leo DeVries, Leo DeVries, all I think about, have you seen Last Action Hero, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the funeral, the rooftop funeral that Schwarzenegger and the kid go to?
Yes.
And then there's like that big action. There's an action sequence with the elevator, and the person being buried is a mob informant named Leo DeFart. And there's a bomb in his body. So Schwarzenegger gets to say, like, Leo DeFart is going to pass gas one last time. So all the time when I hear Leo DeVries, I hear Leo DeFart. Like, that's all. That's
Leo DeVries is going to pass gas one last time at $2,500 on eBay.
Anyway, that's an underrated movie, by the way.
Yeah, remember what? For those of you who are old enough to remember when it came out, I mean, that was Schwarzenegger at the very top of his game.
Yep.
But it was also a non-hard R-rated movie. It was like PG-13, I believe.
PG-13, yeah.
So, and everybody thought it was going to be the biggest hit of all time, and it was a massive flop at the box office. But
it didn't help, Jeff. I think Jurassic Park came out like the following weekend or something. It was either the weekend before or the weekend after, and it just blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
The kid is annoying, but the cat, I mean, what's his name? Tywin Lannister is in it. Charles Dance is really good.
Crazy Eye.
Yes. It's a good movie. It's definitely worth a watch. Not going to change your life, but very, very entertaining. Oh, yeah. And True Lies is actually
No True Lies.
True Lies is one I rewatched like a month ago, and that movie holds up. That's fantastic.
That's a great movie. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the whole scene on the bridge with Jamie Lee Curtis in the car and the helicopter is just awesome. Like, I don't understand how they filmed I don't know.
Yeah. Especially then.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So we were talking about some Stadium Club cards, and this. Yes, there we go. This card sold in the last couple of days. Grayson Rodriguez, his Stadium Club rookie auto in that same 92 variation design. I love this picture. Okay. I think this card's really cool.
Let me put it up there.
What did I do?
It's on now.
Okay. All right. I think this card just looks awesome. I like this picture a lot. You can kind of see the batter is, hold on. I'm on the wrong tab. Wait, where do I want to be? Here? Yeah. You can see the batter is like partially almost obscuring him. You can see the ball coming in hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there. That's good. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. So you got, the hitter's a little bit in front.
Yeah. Just the eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes from Grayson. First of all, Grayson Rodriguez is a guy Jeff and I have both really liked as a pitcher for years. We were excited he was finally having his breakout this year, and unfortunately on the IL for fantasy playoffs and for the Orioles right now, which is a problem. But
yeah, I still think he's got a bright future. He's
agreed,
real deal. And the uniform, it's like Jim Palmer-esque era Orioles uniform.
Yeah, this might have been like a throwback day or something.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
what it looks like.
But here's what's especially cool about this card. These are numbered out of 25, these design variation autos, and they are the only 25 Stadium Club rookie autos that Grayson Rodriguez has. He doesn't have a base auto. He just has these.
Is that unusual, or are there a lot of guys in the set?
Well, I can tell you, Jonah Bride has autos across all formats.
Yes, so it's not surprising that the better players are much more limited.
So if you like Grayson Rodriguez and you like this image, and I definitely am on both of those teams, this is a very, very cool card to chase down. This one just sold. It had been up. I believe it was listed at $169.99 best offer. It was up for a while. It just sold for $125. So I would say that's a pretty decent price. I mean, it's a pitcher auto or a pitcher rookie, but that image is great. And if you like the image, you got 24 other chances to own one.
There you go.
Okay. We're going to stick with Stadium Club. Because this, by the way, eBay was doing that thing for me, Jeff, and I'm sure it does this to you guys too, where you try to pull up a sold listing and sometimes it just tells you it's out of stock and you can't see it. It drives me crazy. I don't understand how it decides when it's going to do that and when it won't. But
yeah, and then sometimes if you scroll down far enough, you can get back to the original listing, but it's a pain. Oh, yeah.
A massive pain. So this is Aaron Judge's second year Stadium Club image variation. Very, very cool card, and one you don't see very often. This wrecked my brain, but the fact that his name is upside down on the bat, I guess it's just the way it was printed. Like there would be no way to get it right side up. You could just keep twisting it, but it's always going to be that way. Not a big deal, but this card is cool. I like the image. It's got a lot going for it, and it's incredibly rare. Like we had our resident Aaron Judge fan friend Jeff was very interested in this card.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw it pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, and it was relatively reasonable for a while, and I thought, well, maybe it's not going to go for that much, and then it did.
Yeah, it was reasonable until the last 5 seconds when it shot up to $665, which is a pretty crazy
higher than most
price.
People were expecting. But
yes,
I also don't hate it because it does show that having a really cool image is making a dent in in the hobby.
Yes, I would agree, Jeff. I think we've noticed that when these image variations are particularly good, that people want them, like that Bryce Harper with the Phillies team name behind him. Like people are responding to the better images, so that is good to see. And I will also point out this card is the back of it. It looked really nice. So if you're a grader, I think you got a pretty good chance at gemming this one.
Well, in a surprise to no one, Cardboard Showcase also has this in his collection. He has it in a 9.5.
Oh, interesting.
How are Mike? How are the back corners and edges on yours? Because that's always the danger zone with.
Oh, yeah, with 2018 Stadium Club. Look how dark those edges are. There's a lot of color back there.
Corners.
And if you're a Stadium Club collector, another thing to note about this card is Aaron Judge, despite being in every single top set produced in 2017, and even legitimately cards were produced only of him in 2017, he doesn't have an image variation in Stadium Club. So I don't know why that is. I can only imagine how cool that card would be if we got it. First. Yeah, so this is his first Stadium Club variation. Okay. If that matters. And if it doesn't, that's okay.
Good corners. Nice, Mike. Cool.
All right, hold on. Damn it.
While you're looking up the next one, SFO Sox fan says, when does Cardboard Showcase open the viewing museum? I'll buy
right?
Yeah. It just for now we've just got to be content with checking out his account on Instagram, but someday maybe he will open a museum. That'd be great.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I thought I had another one pulled up, that another really cool Stadium Club card I wanted to show, but let me see. While we look at the next card, I'll see if I can find it. Okay. So at the other end of the sort of, availability spectrum, I want to talk about an Otani card really quick. Jeff and I've obviously, you could tell, we have sort of thrown our hat in the ring of what we think is the best Otani rookie image.
Yeah.
So this is his Bowman Chrome refractor rookie. These are numbered out of 499. So they're not, overly plentiful, but they're not impossibly rare. That makes sense. There's about 130 PSA 10s. And this one was up for bids and it ended like 2 days ago. So should we guess where this ended?
Just such a great card.
It's beautiful. It's just the shine on the 2018 Bowman Chrome rookies is fantastic.
And this is still when there were not a ton of parallels. I don't know the exact count on this, Chris, but we're probably barely into the double digits if we are.
For parallels, it was just like, it's the basic ones, like refractor, purple, blue, green, gold, orange, red.
And that's no waves, no lava. So yeah, you're looking at whatever those are, 6, 7, 8. So there's not that many. It's not like you could get this image on 40 different parallels.
No, and even the base cards, there are significantly, we'll put it this way, there's way fewer base cards out of 2018 Bowman Chrome than there are out of Series 2 and Update in Topps.
Topps, for sure.
So this is just this is a gorgeous card. And I think the way it looks is driving the price far beyond like what the, availability of the card is, if that makes sense.
I'm very interested to know what this went for, because this has always been a card I've wanted to have.
We've talked about.
I love that design. I love that 2018 design. Just everything about it's great. I don't know, maybe $2,600.
All right. If anyone else wants to guess, I will tell you that Jeff is more than $1,000 off in one direction.
Well, it can't be less than that, so I got to say it's way more than that.
All right, I probably shouldn't have said that. There we go. Okay. All right, that'll work for the next one I want to show. Okay, so yes,
that guess is probably why I don't own one.
Yeah, exactly. So this 4 bids went for $37.94.
Okay, yeah, we got 308 Sniper and J Marble are right in the ballpark.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't blame anybody. I can't blame anybody.
No.
And one thing I see like on this one, it looks slightly off center left to right, which still can get the PSA 10. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great looking card.
Yeah, I am a big fan of this card. I even look, we saw at the show, at the Burbank show, there were a couple purples for sale.
Yeah.
But if the purple gets, if someone wants it, I would say, my personal opinion, purples are at $250. If the prices are close, I would rather pay less and just get the refractor at a $499. I think this card is as good looking a card as you could possibly want.
Yes, but there are some cases, and this might be one of them, where you might be paying more for the refractor gem than a purple.
That's possible.
I mean, look at the auto, the green versus the blue, right?
Yeah, very true.
So, yeah.
The hobby has spoken. But yeah, this card is great. And I was talking to a couple people. Someone on Instagram was asking about, because we bought that auto, they were asking what we thought about the refractor. And like I don't know. It's when there's 130 plus PSA 10s, like you would think the price is going to be like the growth will be slowed because they'll always be available. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The problem is you've got a collector base with Otani that's worldwide, that's bigger than things we've seen before. So it's hard to compare. SoCal, in your case here, I'm definitely taking the 10 refractor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, J Marble, you're damn right.
Yeah.
This would look great in a blue refractor. There was one blue. I think it's on eBay now. I think Seattle Card Consignments, I think it was at the Burbank show, had a blue in a BGS 9.5 that looked just incredible.
It would be nice to pair that blue up. Maybe once we sell a kidney or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I have two. I don't really see it's an extra organ if nothing else.
Otani blue kidney.
What's going to go up in value, Jeff? I mean, I feel like the value of my kidney is going to be pretty steady.
Or go down, right, as we get older.
That's right. The growth potential on this Otani seems better than my kidney.
Chris, so I want to ask you, and I want to get feedback from the commenters as well about this card. And there are a few people when we put up the video that were asking specifically why this card versus Topps or some of the other ones that he had, Topps Chrome. Specifically, why this specific card, and if going with Bowman, why not go with the pitching auto, because that came first? So that question came up a couple of times. You want to say anything about those?
Sure. I mean, that's a great question. Because it came first makes sense. Like when we look at the Topps like image variations, like the hand-on helmet out of Series 2 isn't as great an image necessarily as that update SSP of him batting, but the hand-on helmet came first, and it's obviously more rare as well. So we definitely like that one better. But yeah, so it's this or the pitching image. Like I get it. I think here there's like two reasons. One, this image is better. I know the pitching image is fine. Like I like it. It's a cool shot. Like his foot up behind him is great. But this card is extra special for a couple of reasons. One, it's card number 1 in Bowman Chrome. So in my mind, like there are immediate parallels with like the Griffey Jr. at Upper Deck. I just feel like being card number 1, it matters. Like there's a little bit of extra, what's the word, Jeff? Significance? We'll go with that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And this card, the pitching one also, it doesn't have a Chrome base. Like it's just a paper card with Chrome autos. So this hitting image, like I feel like this is like the card. This is the rookie card of his that you want. If you're going to buy one, you could only buy one Shohei card. You want a version of this card, of the Bowman Chrome with this hitting image. Like this is the card that you want. That's just how I feel about it. I don't want the paper one. The only paper one I even have any interest in is the, what am I trying to say? Like a black or Independence Day out of 2018 or that one of the SSPs. But otherwise, like if you're looking for Chrome, it's got to be this. Like this image is just so good.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And a commenter was saying that the pitching he pitched, the pitching card came first, and he's better known as a pitcher. And I tried to say, well, he's going to walk away with the MVP just hitting this year. So I feel like historically people like hitting images better. Just look at even the Judge images. They like hitting images of players rather than fielding or pitching. And this is a great picture on top of that. So it's hitting and it's a great picture. And I feel like this year he's shown that even if he's just a hitter, he can be an amazing hitter. So I think for all those reasons, it's the one to do.
Yeah. I think it's just, this is like, I don't know. This is just like, this is the set. This is the card. The only thing that could have supplanted it, and it didn't, and it can't because it doesn't exist, is if they had used a hitting image for US1 for update. If that had been a hitting image like his rookie debut image or even that complete set variation image, then the parallels of that card, I think, would have probably, they would have taken something away from this Bowman Chrome card. That would have been really interesting to see neck and neck how they would go value wise, which one collectors would prefer long term. But because both the Topps rookies are pitcher images or pitching images, this card it stands out more and more.
And one other thing I'd like to say, and I don't know how much weight this holds, but since he doesn't have a first Bowman, I mean, he's got the mega box, but he doesn't have a first Bowman, a traditional first Bowman. So this is really his first Bowman and his rookie card. So despite our previous attempts to get in on the Bowman rookie card market earlier, because we thought it would boom, it didn't, and it hasn't really for most players, but I think Otani is an exception to that.
Yes, absolutely. And did you put up the Cardboard Showcases comment, Jeff?
Yes, I did, but we can talk about it. I'll put it up again.
Yeah. So Otani has in this Bowman Chrome set an image variation where he's carrying a bag. It's kind of a funny, different image, but looks like he's walking to or from batting practice, and he's got a bat bag like over his shoulder. And it's rare. There's about 400 and I would say less copies of that than there are of this refractor. We did the math, and it's pretty easy using superfractors. It's about 442, 444 of that SP. I'm gonna call it an SSP. And for a while, that card in a PSA 10 was outselling the refractor because it's different and it's unusual. There's no parallels, and there's just that. But what Cardboard Showcase is pointing out is now in 2024, the refractor has now selling for about $800 more in a PSA 10.
And a lot goes to what we've talked about before, that the downside of super short prints and short prints is that you have to explain them. People see this and know that this is Otani's rookie. This is the image. You have to try to explain the carrying bag, why it's so rare, that it's a short print, etc. So I feel like, as Chris said, now as the time has went on, this has really become the card, and in some cases, sadly, but in other cases, it's understandable that it passes what a super short print would be. Yeah.
I mean, I think that this image is it's slowly really taking hold for the Otani market.
Real quick, Lincoln Thomas did say a 2017 Bowman Mega Box is a great card, and it is. It's him in his Japan uniform, so I feel like it just doesn't have the same pull for collectors. But Chris, did you see that the purple, which it's only got, I believe, purple and green parallels? Is that
That's correct? Yes.
The purple parallel sold for, I believe, $11,000. I want to say. So people are getting aboard that train as well.
Yeah. We're not anti that card at all. No. There are a lot of them. I think the PSA 10 pop of the base mega box is over 1,000 now. I'm not sure what the last couple have sold for, but I know we sold a couple around 1,500, and I think it got all the way up to 2 at one point.
Yeah, it did.
That pop is high. That pop is really, really high. But that is his first US card. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's always going to have.
And at the time, we had talked about if we wanted to stay in that card, we'd have to get either the purple or the green, because that's the only way you can really limit. And we ended up not doing that, but it seems like those are in high demand.
Yeah, I mean, anything that's rare and numbered out of there. Yeah, I think just those two, though. You're right, the purple and the green. And yes, Lincoln Thomas, they forgot the H, which I guess in his name, it can be spelled either way, from what I understand. Yeah. Leo McGregor wants to point out that, that 2018 like complete set image rookie variation of Otani, the hitting one. He says it's the same image in Topps Chrome in 2019. They just zoomed in. I'm trying to picture that. I don't know. It's very possible. They are similar. What I'm picturing in my head is similar. And it's not remotely surprising that Topps would reuse. It is a great shot. And if they did, okay.
Yeah, there's a few other Otani things they've done, like there's a couple 2019s that have rookie on. I know his 1984 Topps has the rookie card stamp on, even though it's obviously not his rookie. So yeah, there are some some things like that. And I think because it's Otani, people notice them a little more than they would the mistakes on.
It is really annoying when Topps keeps that RC on cards that are not rookie cards. Like someone has to add that in there, and it really, there's no excuse for getting that wrong. It's too important, and it's going to cost people money.
It does. Yeah, it costs people money on eBay because they're looking for a rookie card for their nephew for his birthday, and they buy the 2019 instead. Yeah.
All right. Two more cards I want to briefly talk about. One is this one here. So Mike Trout is not exactly in the hobby spotlight these days.
No.
And he has just a ton of autographs. Like he's autographed in every set for the last like 10 years. But this was sitting on eBay for a little while. And I looked at it. I thought this was just a fantastic looking card.
Yeah.
I like this card a lot. It appears I don't know if he's hit a walk-off home run. It looks like he's scoring the winning run. You see people behind him going crazy, except this woman here who's unsure of what's happening, but everyone else is going crazy. I love this image. A nice auto over the white, so it jumps. And I'm like, oh man, I don't own a Mike Trout auto. And I thought, his stuff is down. This would be a really cool card to buy. And I thought about it, and I sent an offer, and it was rejected. So I really wasn't sure what to do, but it did sell, unfortunately.
What was it up for?
$4.99 or best offer.
Yeah, it's just tough because as we've talked about before, Trout autos are in everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So what's going to stand out? Well, if it stands out to you and makes you happy to have in your collection, it's worth it. But how much is that worth?
Exactly. That's pretty much what it's hard to imagine a lot of Trout autos, especially once you get past like his 5th and 6th year. Like really, I mean, the red inks are cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I know our good buddy Cardboard Showcase has all the red inks, which look incredible together. But this card, I don't know, just the joy on his face, which is something we really haven't seen much from Mike Trout in a while. I don't know. This card sparked something in me, and I was bummed when it disappeared. But
yeah, and those are the kind of cards that we've talked about before, that even though they may not go up in value much, or I don't know, they just are worth it to have. And if you watched our video about the Otani, maybe the first or second least valuable card was one of the hardest ones for us to give up. It was another Otani auto, just because of the card design. And so, it's value doesn't always equate to being desirable.
Yeah, or it cherished in a way. But so this ended up selling. The seller took an offer of $350, which is more than I offered, and it's a cool card. So, but I was bummed to see that one go. All right.
Do you wish you could have got it for that?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I based on the Otani situation, I'm not really flush with baseball card cash these days. So it's okay. I can live without it.
Sox fan, before you show this, Chris says, I only own one Trout auto, the Heritage Image variation, where he's swinging at Fenway, and you can see the monster. As a Sox fan, that felt like one of so many to get. And exactly what we're talking about. That's great.
Yeah. I like that card too. That one looks really cool. Cardboard Showcase has the red ink. I don't know if you have the blue or the red, but if you want to see what the red ink looks like, check out his page. He's got it on there. That one's cool. That's a great image. I think Devers is in the background of that card.
Is he?
I think.
At third base?
Yeah. So I'm guessing Trout probably signed right over Devers' face. All right. If you follow the Freddie Freeman market at all, if you're remotely interested, you'll know maybe that a Freddie Freeman finest Superfractor rookie was up on Fanatics Collect, and it sold over the weekend for, what was it, Jeff? $16,800. Yeah. Add in that buyer's premium, and it's about a $20,000 card paid by the buyer. So we were wondering, Devers is in the background? Thought so. We were wondering if that was going to have a ripple effect in Freddie Freeman card sales, because that was a crazy sale. Teapot, this Market Movers is it's very, I like the functionality is very easy. I like that I can make the cards bigger and just show them on the screen here.
Yes, if you haven't used Market Movers, definitely check it out.
Yes, definitely check it out. And if you didn't see that Freddie Freeman Superfractor sale, it'll be on Instagram, I'm sure, within the next week or so. I think it's got to go through some authentication probably before, but the owner is going to talk about it. I have no doubt.
Tyler might know exactly where it's going.
Yeah. So this is Freddie Freeman's Topps Hope Diamond parallel out of 2011 Topps. and it's numbered to 60. And it is, if you ever have a chance to see one of these Hope Diamonds, they're incredible in person. Like you've all seen the diamond ones out of 2011. This is just a blue version.
Yes, and you've held one of these Freddie Freemans.
I have. I drove like 90 minutes to go to a card shop here in Southern California that had a raw one. And they said the text I got was like, it looks good to our eyes. And I got there and it was a mess. It basically had a crease. And then on the back, it looked like it was on top of like dirt and was pressed down. So there are all these like little indentations, which was a bummer. And they still wanted $1,500 for it in that condition. I'm like, but I enjoyed holding it. It's an absolutely beautiful card. So this is that HGA?
Yes, that's the first thing I noticed when you sent it to me, and I'm right with Terry here. Terry noticed it is put in HGA as well.
So I'm going to tell you guys, this card was sitting on eBay for, I'm going to say, approximately a year. It's an HGA 9.5 with like a really low grade on edges for some reason. I think it might be like an 8 on edges or something, but it's sitting on for $3,500. It's been on eBay for at least a year. And I've talked about it with everyone who collects Freeman. Has probably messaged me and we've discussed this card. I'm like, yeah, it's a gorgeous card, but that price is crazy. And yes, SFO Sox fan, I've seen that card. Yeah, that one's still sitting up there too. It might be the same seller, actually. I think it is the same seller. Yeah, because they put all these Hope Diamonds in HGA slabs for God knows what reason. Cheap. But someone in the last couple of days pulled the trigger on this, and for a whopping $3,000 offer, this Hope Diamond card sold. Which is a real bummer, Jeff, because this is one big Freddie Freeman card that you and I don't have, but I think our chances of ever having it just flew out the window.
You're right. Unless we're going to go spend $1,500 for the wrinkled one.
Yeah, right. Suddenly that price doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's interesting. And where's it going to show up, Chris?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I feel like we're going to see it on Instagram.
It's possible. I would guess. I don't know. I know there are people out there with great collections that aren't on social media, and God bless them, because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
That way you don't get bothered by people like you and I messaging them about their cards all the time. But this card is just phenomenal, and I think this is probably the closing of our window to acquire one.
Sadly, probably. SFO Sox fan, as he points out, Freeman to the moon, the Jeff Wilson bump. We're seeing quite a large bump.
Yeah. If you saw, so Jeff Wilson posted a video where he bought the Canary Diamond 1/1, which is the card that has kept me up at night a couple times for not buying. But we had other fish to fry. I was hoping it would sit there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he pounced on it, and I believe he also bought the other Superfractor. So he's got those two together, and I assume they're going to stay there. So hopefully they'll be at Cards HQ, and I go down there and at least view them. I think he's going to put together like a little museum there. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, again, this is an absolutely beautiful card. And congrats to whoever bought it, because this was the only one available. It's the only one that's been available for a long time. Maybe a PSA 10 will show up at a crazy price, Jeff. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Let's see. I think that was it for what I wanted to talk about on eBay. Yeah, that's my eBay is done.
Well, I know your chicken chunks are probably calling. One thing I wanted to talk about, but let's just briefly cover it, and we can talk about it more next week. Are there any postseason awards that are still up for grabs?
I would tell you the AL MVP is wide open, Jeff. As long as
wide open.
As long as this card is in my possession, there is no limit to how far Aaron Judge can fall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bobby
right now he's minus 3,000 to win.
Yeah.
Which is,
if they vote today, he wins. But Bobby Witt gets a couple of votes, especially if Kansas City can get in that wild card spot and make the playoffs, and Witt, maybe he has a huge 2 weeks to get him there. Man, if he loses that MVP, if Aaron Judge loses the MVP, let's say he continues struggling. Maybe he homers one.
Doesn't hit a home run for the month.
I think I'm gonna die, Jeff. I think short print a day literally kills me.
Well, that means you should sell it back at twice the price.
I like it. I like your thought process.
So SFO Sox fans pulling for Bobby Witt. Okay. Murph says rookie of the year in the AL is open. Yeah, you got 2 Yankees in the running, right?
Yeah, I think that's wide open. Yeah, Cowser, Heel, and Wells
Heel
wide
is the
open.
favorite. Yeah. Wells is second, and then Cowser's third in the current odds. Yeah. So Yankees could run away with some awards here. The Cy Youngs
pretty set. I think Scooble's got that in the bag.
Yeah, he's minus 5,000 last I saw, and I think Sale's pulling away from Wheeler too. So
ooh, I don't know. Look at their WARs. Their WAR is pretty close. It's dead on. Sale has a slight edge in ERA and a slight edge, and he's got a decent edge in strikeouts, but the ERA is really, really close.
It's their most recent starts. Well, if you think so, I mean, you can get plus 1,100 odds on Wheeler. Sale's minus 2,500, so everybody thinks he's it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
maybe I should just ride this out and really start placing bets on things I don't want to happen. But
see if it happens.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to these last couple of starts, and Wheeler's maybe Sales will mean more because technically the Braves are still fighting for this playoff spot that they are not going to get. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I like them both. I hope Chris Sale wins. It'll be the nice bright spot on what has been just an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah, I'd just be happy if he could finish the year healthy. Who would have thought that of all the Braves that got hurt this year, that Sale would be the one to make it through the season unscathed?
Yeah, and honestly,
they got on that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I wish Matt Olson got hurt. Maybe it would have been better. I don't know. Maybe he is. He's just fighting through it. I don't recognize this person. It's a bummer. Someone asked me
world where Soto gets white hot and steals it from Judge. Apparently, Peep said Soto with a walk-off earlier tonight. Is that 40 now? Yes, there's definitely a world, but Soto's got to clear both Gunnar and Bobby Witt to do that. So, yes, I believe there's a world where that could happen, but I just don't think it's that likely. Although I see in the latest odds I'm just looking at here, Soto did pass Gunnar. So Soto's third, but he's plus 10,000, which is pretty far.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think there's a world where Soto can win it, because there's no way of arguing that Soto is more important to the Yankees than Judge.
Well, Judge goes 0 for September with home runs.
I don't know. Do you guys think Judge is hurt? Do you think he's like playing through something?
I haven't seen his at bats, so I don't know.
Okay, I watch him. I get regular texts from Jake though, and he's not happy. I think what was I going to say? NL MVP is getting interesting because if the Mets do make that wild card spot, Lindor's got a really good case. He's got a really good case.
Yeah, he's going to get some votes because there's still some people that don't like offense-only players, which I get.
Ooh.
But, yeah, I mean, it's those two guys. So Otani right now is minus 650, Lindor's plus 450, and then Ozuna's in third at plus 10,000.
What Ozuna has done is incredible. Like he's propping up the wreckage of that Braves lineup like a superstar. It's amazing. It really is. I know Otani was doing some similar stuff because Betts got hurt, Muncy got hurt, Will Smith hasn't been good in the second half. Freeman has had, he's been inconsistent, which is surprising for him. But I mean, with what's going on with his kid and his broken finger, he's been distracted and dinged up as well. And Otani has kept that ship together in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he has. I'm not sure what Sniper, what you're referring to with disagree. I'm sure there's plenty to disagree with, but let us know. Peep says Frankie too, but no way. So maybe he's disagreeing with your take that Lindor could
it's possible, something. But yeah, if Otani goes 50-50, it's over. Like no one's done that before. He wins. Although, and this is really interesting. Did anyone see what David Ortiz had to say about Shohei Otani?
I did not.
It's pretty interesting. He said that David Ortiz said the fact that he was a DH is why he never won an MVP award. We can pull up some numbers, but he said it's interesting to see what baseball's doing with that. I believe he called him M. Parsons. Well, how did David Ortiz describe Shohei Otani?
This sounds like this could be a troublesome comment.
Oh yeah, I pretty girl. Yes, what MLB will do with their pretty girl Shohei Otani.
He did?
Like he thinks they're marketing him to win the MVP. He seemed a little bit butthurt about it. But I went back and looked at David Ortiz's seasons. He had some really, really good seasons where he did not win the MVP. He finished second twice, I think.
Chris Murph's asking you a question here. Tough question. Right? How Ripken the day his streak ended? You might have. Let's go back in time and look. Did you answer the question, by the way? Somebody asked where in New Jersey you grew up early on.
I did not. I grew up in Summit, New Jersey. It's like a little suburb.
Summit, New Jersey.
It's around like Livingston, Madison, Chatham, New Providence. If you're familiar with any of those, it's right around there. Yeah. Well, yeah.
This one?
I won't touch any of his Cheerios. That sounds weird.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah.
Hopefully he stays away from.
Yes, Curator Cardboard. Yeah, he called him a pretty girl. I was very salty, and I think if we.
Murph says everyone had a good season in the early 2000s.
That's very true. There were a lot of stupid numbers being put up.
I mean, at least we talked about on Spitballing about being 5 tool players. If you don't play defense, there's 1 tool out. But Poppy also didn't have any sort of speed or base running ability as well. So you're already taking out multiple tools from Poppy, whereas you're not with Otani. So
yeah, Ortiz had a run in 2004, 5, 6, and 7. He finished 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And I just really, hold on, really quick. I want to just pull this up because some of these stats are so outrageous. This was a fun time to watch baseball. Well, my fingers get sore, Jeff, from sharing my screen and just.
It's
all right.
Tough life.
It is. We struggle, but we managed to keep it going. All right. So this is the awards voting for 2003. So you can see David Ortiz had a nice year, 47 homers, 148 RBIs, and an OPS of over 1,000 with 120 runs. So you would think, yeah, that's amazing. But A-Rod blows him out of the water with a 9.4 WAR season where he had 48 homers, 130 RBIs, and
played a good shortstop.
Well, for the Yankees, he played a good third base.
Oh, this was already in New York. Okay,
yeah, this is one of the New York seasons. So, so this one was like, yeah, he didn't win this, but that's not even a contest.
I mean, so who's the highest clean finisher on there? I'm trying to see the names. Is there anybody in the top 10? Canerco, maybe?
I mean, Vladimir Guerrero finished 3rd.
Yeah.
My boy, Travis Hafner, Pronk out of Cleveland, finished 5th. And by the way, let's take a look here. David Ortiz's WAR was 5.2 as strictly a DH. Look at Travis Hafner, 5.4 as strictly a DH.
Yeah.
There's an argument he had a better season than David Ortiz, which is, not something David Ortiz wants to hear.
Leo's throwing in the towel.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting rid of all my Ortiz cards. Okay, well, not a huge fan of Ortiz, but if you've got a Chrome SSP with the flag in the background, let me know.
Yeah, depending on what you want to get rid of. Oh, actually, that reminds me. While we're talking about David Ortiz, I'm going to pull up something else. Okay, so this is the following year.
All right.
Wait. Yeah, this is 2006. This is the year he finished 3rd. Now, this is kind of ridiculous. He hit 54 home runs to lead the league, 137 RBIs, 119 walks. I mean, a 413 OBP and a 1,049 OPS.
Not bad.
If you're wondering why the slugging and OPS aren't bold, it's because Travis Hafner down here for Cleveland just existed on his own planet, which I think he's still does.
Look at who won the MVP. Morneau with his 4.3 WAR.
Yes. This is a really interesting.
Is that like
season.
A top 10 WAR even that year?
I don't know.
You've even got Tommy and A-Rod probably putting up numbers bigger than that.
Is it a top 10 that it is not? It is not a top 10.
Not even a top 10. That would never happen now.
No,
never.
So, and a lot of people said, oh, Jeter got robbed. Like Jeter should have won the MVP this year. Jeter finished 2nd. And yeah, he hit 343, which is fantastic. With a 900 OPS. He had a hell of a season, but a 5.6 WAR. Don't hate me, but I'm guessing his really bad defense was a problem. David Ortiz outward Jeter at 5.8 without touching a glove the entire season.
Sometimes it's better not to be on the field when you're.
Yes, we play softball with several people that fit that description.
Yeah.
But your AL war leader was actually Johan Santana.
Pitching. I love it.
Who went 19-6 with a 2.77 ERA and struck out 245 batters and 230.
I mean, that's one of those seasons. What about Grady Sizemore? Don't you feel like he should have got some more pub? He was a monster.
Well, it's funny you should mention Grady Sizemore. Grady Sizemore was your AL position player war leader.
Sure.
At 6.7.
And look, it didn't miss a game. 162.
162 games, 134 runs, 190 hits, 28 homers at a leadoff spot, 22 RBIs or 22 home runs or stolen bases. Jeez. Yeah. 907 OPS. Like fantastic.
He didn't even finish in the top 10 and he was the position player war leader.
Yep. Pretty incredible. Yeah, he was the war leader. Second place would be Carlos Guillen, shortstop for the Tigers.
Guillen, another guy barely in the top 10.
Hey, this is fascinating. Third place in war, I guess we'll say for hitters, is Hafner at 5.9. Then you got Joe Mauer and David Ortiz tying at 5.8. And it's hard to get to more different players than those two guys.
That's incredible.
Yeah. All right, hold on 1 second. I want to grab one card. So yeah, Ortiz a little salty, but I wouldn't sell all your Ortiz cards. He's still one of the most beloved retired players in the league.
All right. While you're looking that up, some words of wisdom. Thanks for bearing with us. I know we're getting late. Got to get some shut eye. Remember, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. Yes.
I think he's talking to you, Jeff.
No. I think he's telling us all to talk to ourselves in a positive way.
Wow. We can try.
Good SNL. Yeah, Jermaine Dye. That was Jermaine Dye's monster year too. 44 and 120.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
All right, hold on. I just want to pull up a David Ortiz card. I forgot to pull this one up. Let me get back to market movers real quick.
Plummerman said Sizemore is probably the PED leader that year.
I don't know. I mean,
who cares? Yeah. In that era, if you weren't doing it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. All right. So yesterday, this David Ortiz card sold. Let me share this tab, and then we're going to call it a night.
All right. Yeah. Love that parallel.
This is his 2003 Topps Chrome traded X-Fractor. So these are numbered out of 25, I believe. And this is significant because it's his first Topps Chrome set where he's with the Red Sox. So there's an argument to be made out there that this is his best card because his rookies are with the Twins and his name is even different on them. And I know a lot of people just don't care about them. This card went for over $1,100, and it's essentially his fifth year card.
Oh, that's a Bull Sox fan. I know exactly. Was it yours?
What? Ooh, let me get it back into the StreamYard here. Yeah, a little bit bananas is right, but it's SFO Sox fan. Did you bid on it? Because these are really cool. These X-Fractors are great. There's red X-Fractors in 2004 that are, they get one per box, and they come usually in a.
I mean, why don't they bring something like this back?
Isn't that what Pristine is? Or, Dynasty's one card per box. I feel like there's sets kind of like this. Definitive, maybe.
Well, just as a parallel.
Yeah, like the different colored X-Fractors.
Yeah.
Let's not give Topps any ideas, Jeff.
Well, it's better than some Wave or Lavas.
You don't think we'll get a reptilian lava fecal X-Fractor next year? I don't know. Watching it out at 750. Yeah, I was wondering where this was going to go because there's 25 of these. This is probably his coolest early Red Sox card. So yeah, $1,100. New England loves this guy. Absolutely loves David Ortiz. But at any rate. All right.
Okay. JD's asking sauce or gravy. Does that mean what you call it?
Call what?
Sauce.
Oh,
or gravy.
Or are you asking about what goes on the chicken chunks? Oh, we eat the chicken chunks.
Or what goes in the PEDs?
Oh, the PED. Either one. Call them what you want. Oh. Let's see. It looks like the chicken chunks are on the phone. I'm not
I
sure.
believe they're on the phone. I believe they're calling you, I think.
Oh, call Amp,
All right.
Yeah.
He meant in Jersey. Some people call it sauce there, and some people call it gravy.
I grew up calling it gravy. 100% gravy.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm glad to be back. I missed everybody last week. Thanks again to Short Print Today for filling in last week, but I'm glad to be back. Any final thoughts you have, Chris?
Do I have any Jim in Florida asked if we have any regrets when Skeens K's 10 guys every 5 days? No. I'm always happy to see players do well, even if I don't own them. And I think Skeens is a great story, and he's awesome. I hope next year he and Spencer Strider each strike out 300 guys. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
They could have a mustache off. That'd be an amazing SSP.
A glutes off, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, I don't see Jamie Kerrigan here tonight. So to paraphrase what he says, give your parents a call this weekend. Talk to your family. Behave yourselves this weekend. And congrats again to Christmas Collector.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. And don't look directly at Gary Carter's face.
Don't let this haunt your dreams, everybody.
Oh, my God. Good Lord.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Catch you next week.